Hey, Define Yourselfer. For Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month, there's a lot out there that talks about autism and about accepting it. But do you have pride in your autism? And that means, are you so proud of it, you don't mind telling the world about it, and you're not hiding any of it from anyone, any of your stems or your unique talents and gifts? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you from self-awareness that you're autistic to self-acceptance of your autism all the way to autism pride. If you are new here, welcome. I am the Confident Autistic, aka Chris Mitchell, an autistic adult, late diagnosed, and on this channel, I empower those who suspect they are autistic to late diagnosed autistic adults and everyone in between to live confidently autistic. And if this is you, please subscribe to this channel. For all of us, autism pride does not come overnight. The journey to autism pride begins with self-awareness. Self-awareness starts at the start of our autistic journey. It can occur when we first suspect we are on the spectrum or when we are diagnosed as autistic. When I first became aware that I was autistic, I went through a roller coaster of emotions, including relief, confusion, and self-doubt. And the relief was really my favorite of the three, and I'm sure it would be yours as well. Because when I was having the relief and realizing these traits that I have and all these things in my life that I did that I thought was weird, strange, that were unexplainable, suddenly made sense to me. And it was an empowering moment for me. Now, during the self-awareness phase, we as autistics often research autism in adults, join online autism groups, watch a lot of videos about autism, like this one, shameless plug number one, and subscribe to YouTube channels created by autistic adults, like this one, shameless plug number two. These and other actions we take help us understand how autism has shaped our past experiences and continues to shape our experiences today and beyond. And that, my friend, is huge. In time, we move from self-awareness to self-acceptance. Now, self-acceptance is where the real transformation within ourselves happens. And that's what happened for me. Self-acceptance takes us from simply knowing that we are autistic to truly accepting it as an integral part of our identities. Acceptance means recognizing our unique traits, strengths, and challenges, not as flaws, because they're not flaws, but they as valuable aspects of who we are, because that's what they really are. Our unique traits, strengths, and challenges are valuable assets or aspects of who we are, and they, combined with other parts of our characteristics, including our belief systems and maybe even our own cultures that we come from, make up the unique person that each one of us are on this crazy planet we call Earth. Now, self-acceptance means understanding and embracing who we are. And we have to do this, understanding and embracing who we are without judgment, without comparing ourselves to others, without wishing to be someone else. Self-acceptance is about acknowledging that being autistic is not something to be ashamed of, because it isn't. It's a fundamental part of who you are. Accepting ourselves as we are is a game changer as it impacts our mental health, our relationships, and our overall happiness, all in a positive way. Self-acceptance often occurs when we start to self-identify, even if it's just to ourselves at first, as autistic adults or as an adult with autism, depending if you like to have person first or autism first. I prefer autism first, but Each their own. There's no judgment here. Both are considered correct. Now, be warned, self acceptance isn't always easy. Many of us have spent years masking, trying to fit into neurotypical expectations, and battling internalized stigma. Now, for many of us, including myself, we have been told we are too much, too different, or that we need to change to belong. And those things happen not by someone walking up to you and saying, you know what, you're too much, man, or you're too different, I don't want to hang out with you, or you need to change to belong in this group, buddy. It doesn't come out in those words exactly. It's just how people treat us. We get that subtle message over time that people think we're too much or people think we're too different. Because people may say to us, boy, you're strange. Or that we need to change to belong. If you want to be a part of this group, you got to quit doing XYZ. And all these messages that we get, they can make self-acceptance feel like an uphill battle. Now, to help cultivate self-acceptance, here are 3 practical tips we can start doing now. And the very first is we need to stop, or actually, we need to start to reframe negative self-talk. We also need to stop the negative self-talk. But if it continues, we need to reframe it. So instead of thinking, I'm too sensitive, say to yourself, my sensitivity helps me notice details others miss. The second thing we can do is to challenge social stigma that is. And to do this, you want to surround yourself with voices that celebrate neurodiversity. So seek out autistic-led communities and media like this YouTube channel. Shameless plug number 3. And the third thing we could be doing right now is we can focus on our strengths. All of us, every single person, whether you're in the autism community, other neurodiverse community, or not at all, every single person on this planet has a strength. And all of us bring something valuable to the world. Identify what makes you unique and own it. Now, I worked in radio for a while, and one of the things we talked about in radio, when writing ad copy for an advertiser, someone comes in, I need an ad for the radio. What do you want the ad to say? I don't know. I just want people to buy my stuff. That sometimes happens. Here's some money, make it happen. And what we would have to do is find that business as USP, and that stands for unique selling point. And every one of us has a unique selling point. Now, we're not trying to sell ourselves. We're not trying to be sales scum. We're not trying to do anything illegal. When I say we have a unique selling point, there's something unique about us that sells ourselves to other people, meaning that we have something unique that makes us different, makes us stand out, that we can contribute, that other people may not have. Because our uniqueness, our strengths, can complement someone's weaknesses. Now, one of my strengths is financial management. And I'm not putting it on my wife, but she'll admit this is not one of her stronger things because I'm very anal about paying things on time. And in our 20 years of marriage, I took our credit scores from a little bit below 600. Okay, mine was about a little under 550. And we are now hovering about 800 because that is my strength. That was her weakness. And together, we made a wonderful financial situation for ourselves as far as credit scores go. Now, self-acceptance, this is the cool part about self-acceptance. Because once we really start accepting that we're autistic, self-acceptance often leads us to autism pride, which is our goal, to be proud of our autism and every aspect of ourselves, which, I know this sounds redundant, includes our autism. Now, autism pride isn't about ignoring our struggles. It's about celebrating our strengths. It's about saying, I am enough exactly as I am. Now, we cannot ignore our struggles. We need to know what our struggles are. Okay. And so we can develop strategies and develop protocols and plans to overcome those challenges. Like I have trouble talking to people at times. So that's a struggle. That's when I use my talent that I developed as an autistic adult for scripting. See, that's what we do. We don't want to ignore the struggles. We got to recognize them, and that's what and learn how to work with them. And Autism Pride is about celebrating our strengths, not ignoring your struggles. We have to deal with those. And when we know what the struggles are, we have a plan to overcome them. That gives us confidence, which leads to us having pride in who we are. Remember, Autism Pride is about celebrating our strengths. And it's about saying, I'm enough exactly as I am. Autism Pride is powerful. It allows us to overcome internalized stigma. We all heard harmful stereotypes and messages that make us feel like we are less than our neurotypical peers. But here's the truth: we are not broken. Say it with me. We are not broken. Make it your own personal statement, changing we to I. Now let's say it together. I am not broken. We do not need to be fixed. Now make that a personal statement again. I do not need to be fixed. We deserve to take up space and live authentically. Again, make that a personal statement that you own by changing that we to I. So let's say it together. I deserve to take up space and live authentically. Autism Pride allows us to celebrate our uniqueness by recognizing the gifts autism brings into our lives, such as deep focus, creativity, pattern recognition, and seeing the world in unique ways. What are some gifts autism has given you? If you feel comfortable, drop those gifts into the comments. So, if you are struggling with developing or growing your autistic pride, here are a few suggestions to get you started on that journey of radiating autism pride. And the first is to celebrate small victories. Every step towards authenticity is worth celebrating. I've talked about in another video, and I mention this all the time, what I call success balloons. And what it is a little printout that I found, a little graphic, and it's like a hot air balloon, just an outline of one on a piece of paper. And I'm going to put a link in here where you can download that. And every little accomplishment that you do, every little victory, like I was able to talk to a stranger today, whatever it is, you put in there. And these are called your success balloons. You can hang them up in your room, your home. You can put them into a journal, whatever you want to do with them, they're yours. And you collect all these little balloons, these success balloons. And then when you have a lot of success balloons, you're going to be able to do some of the things you see in the wall behind me. These are my achievements, my certificates I've earned as a life coach, uh, awards that I've received as a volunteer with disabilities. That's my success wall. So you start with success balloons, and those balloons can help you create a success wall. And at the same time, this is going to help you build your confidence, and or which that confidence will help you discover, develop, and grow your autism pride. Because I can look back here, and I can see all the things I've accomplished. There's more. They're not all on the wall. And say to myself, I'm very proud of what I am. Although I'm autistic, look at what I've accomplished. I have pride in who I am because I can do anything I want to. And in the center of this is a big kind of brown square. The lighting's kind of bad on it here. I'm a man of faith. If you're not, that's fine. There's no judgment here. Uh, it's my favorite scripture, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. And that is one of my core um, well, okay, my favorite scripture. Let me just say that way. that helps me develop and maintain my autism pride, because he made me this way. And there had to be a reason for it. I believe that. Anyway, let's get on to the second thing that you can do to help you discover, develop, and grow your autism pride. And that is to connect with other autistic individuals. And to do this, you want to find community. Finding community can be life-changing. And these can be virtual communities where you just chat, like, Facebook group or whatever. It could be a virtual meeting. It could be an in-person meeting. It could be a club. It doesn't matter, where you are connecting with other autistic individuals, because this can be life-changing. When you connect with people who are autistic and realize you're not alone, and other people are going through the same thing, you're going to feel more confident in who you are. You're going to feel less like an alien, and you're going to have that pride that we've been talking about in this video. Not only do people who have autism pride advocate for themselves, and this is the third thing we can do, is leading up to something, so stay with me here. Not only do people who have autism pride advocate for themselves and others by speaking up about autism in a way that feels right for them, if we're struggling with or wanting to develop and grow our autism pride, we can do the same. And that will help us grow our own autism pride. Now, the best part of going through self-awareness, self-acceptance, and embracing autism pride is that you can live confidently autistic. And living confidently autistic means that you will be living life on your terms. Now, I want to hear from you. What would living confidently autistic look like in your life? Or you can answer this question, or you can answer both. What does living confidently autistic mean to you? If this video resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more confidence building content for autistic adults. And be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new videos and when I go live. Until next time, I'm Chris Mitchell, the Confident Autistic, and I am all about helping you live confidently autistic.